This is a typical environment of an average university student. This is the average work environment of a student with a debt. One of the growing issues is paper waste. Most people don't know that paper waste takes up the majority of solid waste in most dumps. Most people focus on plastic, which is also incredibly bad, but paper waste takes up 26% of dump in landfills. So our group came up with the product Adapt to combat this problem, to help with the issue with the pulp and paper industry.
Paper accounts for around 26% of total waste at landfills. Paper is made from trees, and from 2001 to 2019, a total of 386 million hectares of forest were lost globally, mainly due to paper production. This loss represents almost 10% decrease in tree cover since 2000. Paper production causes deforestation, uses enormous amounts of energy and water, and contributes to air pollution and waste problems. This is directly linked to the causes of climate change. Recycling 1 ton of paper saves around 1,400 liters of oil, 26,500 liters of water, and 17 trees, which is why our group has decided to take initiative to help decelerate the deforestation rate with our product, Adapt, the anti-deforestation eco-friendly paper technology.
So before we could actually try and start developing Adapt, we had to see if the concept was actually even feasible in the first place. So obviously that would mean having to make a conceptual prototype, and that is what you're seeing right about now. We used bits of wooden frame, some screen mesh, and an aluminium baking tray to contain the water, and it turns out that the prototype worked fairly well. And knowing that the concept was very much feasible, the next step was to obviously try and see how we can automate that and make the process simpler in SOLIDWORKS.
So the main thing about our product is that almost anything can be recycled that's paper-based, such as napkins, wrappers, any sort of paper that you write on, or receipts. Our product is also very durable, and the product itself is reusable, so you don't have to get an extra one unless you want to make multiple batches of paper at the same time. And the other thing is it's extremely eco-friendly. The water that you use can be reused for a new set of paper, and it's also very easy to work. It's very user-friendly as well.
So this is Adapt. The process begins by mixing in some paper with water and blend it until you have a paper pulp, and then you transfer the paper pulp onto this mesh. You will then pour in some water into this compartment until you submerge the red frame inside. And then you will simply move this green frame over here and transfer this red frame onto this bed. Once the frame has been transferred over, use a sponge to remove excess water. And then you can evenly distribute the paper onto this mesh and simply put the tray back. And now the paper will be on this mesh over here. And you can let this air dry for a few hours and you'll have your paper ready.
So these are the various types of paper that we managed to recycle with Adapt. So this was our very first test, which was normal paper that we can write on. And it turned out quite well. This was our second test. We used napkins from McDonald's, and it also turned out very well. You can see it retains the same color. We also managed to find a way to make it scented. So this is McDonald's napkins again, but scented. This was the wrapper that the McDonald's came in, so it was able to recycle the wrapper as well, which was slightly thicker than normal paper. And this is recycled receipts. So you can see the color from the ink is no longer there, so you get straight up white paper. But and the thing with this is it's slightly thinner than the other variants as well.
So, some improvements that we would like to implement in our model are to incorporate the blender into the model so that there's no need to physically pour the blended material inside. Then the second thing would be to incorporate a motor so that there's no need to flip the paper to let it dry. We would also like to make the arm stronger because right now it's a little bit flimsy. And another thing would be to scale the entire model so that it's bigger and can make larger sheets of paper.
With that being said, we hope that with ADEPT, we will be able to once and for all help reduce climate change through the reduction of paper waste. Thank you for watching.